So let's start off with Beck here. Beck is, I would say Beck is pretty innocent from my experience. People don't really accuse her or really question her. She can really go through a whole game quiet without saying anything. Nobody will suspect her. And very good for a person that wants to be a killer or infected. Because just from being this character, you're gonna be looked over a lot. So I don't know why this is. This is just from my experience of what I've seen. So that's Beck. Pretty good character if you want to play under the radar. Alright, we got Priya next. Priya. Alright. So for Priya, I'm gonna put under suspicious. I'm only putting Priya under suspicious because, at least in my games, she ended up being infected a lot. Now, I don't know if people necessarily off the rip accuse her of being infected without any evidence, but she definitely isn't. When it's time to question everybody, she's definitely not left out the picture. So Priya is definitely there. And if she's quiet, people will notice. If she's too quiet, people will notice. That's one thing I noticed. So yeah. All right, next, we got Hans. Now Hans, I never see anybody talk about him. Like anytime we in a game, he probably is the most quietest person usually when people play him, at least in my experience. And Hans, he's pretty good. I would use him if, again, you want to be infected and you want to go under the radar. He can go through the whole game without saying nothing, and people will not suspect him a lot of the times. The reason why, I don't know. Maybe because he's an older guy, I'm not sure. But he can go under the radar a lot. So that's with Hans. Jack is next. Now Jack, with him, I feel like he's pretty safe. He's pretty safe. And I feel like he's pretty safe because 80% of the time, people don't really expect Jack. Jack can go under the radar a lot. Yes, he does get suspected. He might go in the chamber. He might go on the table a lot to get, to verify if he infected or not. But he can very much befriend people. I see with that character, with the Jack character, I see a lot of people befriending him, trusting him. So he's very trustworthy, but he can be more suspected if he doesn't talk. If he's away from the pack a lot, or if he's not talking to people. They might be able to suspect you and they might have questions for you, but other than that, Jack is pretty safe. And you could probably get through the end game with him if you're infected. So he's not too bad. Now Lisa, my personal favorite character, which sucks because people always suspect her all the time. Now, me personally, on how I play, when I play, people don't usually suspect me when I'm her because they know I'm usually playing innocent. But people do suspect her all the time. They will question you if you're not talking, if you're not in the group, if you're gone for too long. If they don't see you, Lisa is very noticeable for some reason. I don't know why. But people, I guess it's the afro. But people will notice if you are gone. So I'm letting you know that right now with Lisa. Very good character. I like her a lot. I like her style. But if you want to play infected, they might be on you a lot. So be aware of that. Alrighty. And next we have Nina. Nina. So I'll also put Nina in suspicious. And I'm only putting Nina in suspicious because she's a pretty popular character that I noticed. She's probably one of the most popular characters. I get a lot of doubles of her and triples, everything of her in a lobby. So a lot of people play her. A lot of tryhards play her. So she is suspected a lot. She also has a unique red hair. So if she's not seen, people will notice her. So You have to take that into account. And so playing infected with her is a little hard because people will be on your case a lot. So they will suspect you with Nina. So you got to be careful with Nina. Still a good character. I like her too. But like I said, if you're trying to go under the radar, maybe not the best. And we got my boy Chang. Chang is ridiculous. Chang is... I love him as a character because he is so... he just brings this energy in a game that you just always think he's infected, and a lot of times he is for some reason. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but Chang is always suspicious. If he's gone for too long, he is suspicious. If he's not talking, he is suspicious. If he's not engaged, he's going on the table. That's one thing I noticed. That man goes on the table and he goes in the chamber a lot, and I get why. Chains are very, very, very sneaky for some reason. I don't know what it is about them, but chains are very funny to play with. I love playing with them, and I'll say he's pretty good. He's pretty good, but if you want to play infected, I'm sorry, my bad. If you don't want to play if you want to play an innocent, he's really bad because they're going to be on your case, and they might even knock you out just because you're him. They might even just knock you out because they think you the infected. So then you know that right now with Chang, he is very high level suspicious. Next we have Rachel. For Rachel, I'm putting her in suspicious. I've gotten a lot of people saying that they always, and she's right under, I would say she's right under Chang, because Chang is very, he's the most suspicious out of all of them, but Rachel is, so she's very close behind him. If she's not talking, if she's not doing something, she's very easy to suspect for some reason. I don't know why it is, but it's something about her. She's always easy to suspect, and people will be on you if you play her. So just know that Rachel is a very high risk. So if you want to play infected, Rachel is pretty bad for that, because they will catch on to you, and they will, I'm not saying all of these people can go undetected, but this is from, in general, usually what happens in a game. These are the people, and this is how it goes. Now, this last character here, I don't know who this is. Who is this? Oh, wait. Who am I missing? I think is this? Oh, this is Alex. Alex is next. Okay. All right. I couldn't even think of his name. So look, yeah. I'm going to put Alex in safe. Alex is pretty... Alex is like in the middle. I want to put him in the middle so bad because it's very in the middle. Him and Jack are good characters to use just for base, because they're not gonna suspect you right off back, but during the game and in game, they do become a little bit more suspicious and more question worthy. But they can make it through the game pretty easy without people being on their case if you're infected. So they can go through the game pretty good. So I think that's a good spot for Alex right there. So yeah, this is the tier list here. Y'all take this, apply it to your game, and yeah, this is how I see it here. This is the Deceit 2 tier list for the innocent, safe, suspicious, and affected. This is how people will see you right off back. Some people will not even say it. Some people will go in a corner, get another person, let them know, oh, Chain looks suspicious. This person looks suspicious. They want to always say these things. So I'm letting you know. And this is the tier list on that, so you can apply it to your game. Alrighty, that'll be all today. And thank you guys.